most famous physical therapist on the internet.
Hi, folks. I'm Bob Shrupp, physical therapist.
Brad Heineck, physical therapist.
Together, we are the most famous physical therapists on the internet.
In our opinion, of course, Bob.
Today, we're going to talk about top 7 stretches for general foot pain.
And you know how I feel about the number 7, Bob.
Yeah, it's your favorite. I know. I'm tired of hearing it.
It's complete.
It's complete. All right. By the way, if you're new to our channel, please take a second to subscribe to us. We provide videos how to stay healthy, fit, pain-free, and we upload every day. Also, if you go to bobandbrad.com, if you're wondering what Brad has around his wrist and hands, it's a Thermotex heating unit. Now, this is way different than a heating pad because instead of penetrating only skin deep, which regular heat does, you may not know that, this actually penetrates 2.36 inches.
Right, which is a characteristic of infrared. Costs more, but it's worth.
Pricey. It's pricey, but we're giving this one away. So
it's free.
Yeah. Go to the giveaway section on Bob and Brad to sign up for it, or go to Facebook. You can sign up for it there. It'll be pinned to the top of the page. Twitter, Instagram, or TikTok if you want a 60-second version of our program. And what else do we have?
Podcast, Bob.
That's
Wonderful
right.
podcast with experts worldwide.
All right. So we're just going to show you some general stretches. If it works for you, use that stretch. If it doesn't work, discount it.
Right.
Or don't use it.
Yeah, between the 7, you're going to find 1 or 2 that are going to be effective.
I would hope. Let's first do a plantar fascia stretch.
Ooh.
So this is that pain that you feel on the bottom of your foot quite often, right towards the heel here. Every morning or throughout the day, you can actually do this. You can just grab the forefoot here, and you're grabbing the toes too. And you're going to pull it this way. And I don't know if you can see that, Brad, but you can actually probably see my fascia stretch on there. That's that band that runs from here all the way into the toes.
That's very tough material, but it starts to pull away from that calcaneus, and that's a painful thing when you get up in the morning, particularly.
Yeah, you want to get it stretched out before you walk on it, because once you walk on it, you may re-tear it.
Yeah.
And it's been healing overnight, and that's one way to help it continue to heal is not put stress on it.
Right, so you're going to gently stretch it as tolerated, and then go to walk. You'll find it's easier to walk in the morning if you have that condition.
All right, number 2.
Feels good even on a healthy foot, Bob.
This is great to do. Yes, it does. This is great to do in your chair. You can do it at work.
Play golf?
Depending whether or not you sit during the day.
Sure.
But you can take a golf ball and you can actually use it to massage the bottom of your foot. Now, you can use different balls. There's a whole plethora of balls, right, Brad?
This is one of my favorite ones. I just got this at the dollar store. I was walking out the checkout line, and they had it, and they had little lights go out, so that attracted me. But the little the little knobbies on there really feels good on the bottom of your foot, and it's does a plantar fascia massage, and it's just a great soft tissue work. We also, this ball is one of those that you actually buy.
Right.
Made for that, and you can blow it up for a little bigger diameter, more firmness. But this is a lacrosse ball, which is like another version of the
little bigger
golf ball, just bigger diameter. So you can try and see what works best.
What feels best for you. What's nice about this, you can continue working, and you can stretch that fascia out, and you're stretching the foot too. You're almost doing a little mobilization to
right.
the foot.
Exactly right, Bob.
I have a spiky ball too. I can just imagine you going through the dollar store and just be like a dog. What's that?
Well, when I see these things, man, I'm over there. I'm trying to see what the price is. I'm going to buy, I get them by the gross.
All right, this one is different, and this one works the best with a spiky ball.
Yeah.
So you're going to have to go to the dollar store. By the way, they have the store? I just talked to a guy from England. They have a dollar store, but they call it something else. What's the
pound? The
pound store. Yeah, they have a pound store.
Yeah, cool.
So anyway, you're going to do, this is from Kelly Starr, author of The Supple Leopard. You're going to actually tack and twist. So you're actually going to push and then turn. And this works really well because these spikes work really well. And yes, you can do it underneath the foot.
So it's best to do it. I can do it with the sock on, but I know it's better without
it
the sock. You want to get to the skin. Yeah.
But I like it, Brad. Actually, I like it on the top of the foot too, because these tendons can get adhesed down.
Sure.
So I actually, especially my hammer toes, I was doing it right in this area here where it's all tight.
Yeah. Boy, I tell you, the aging process is fun, huh? You get
Yeah.
to learn all these wonderful
Yeah.
techniques.
But you'll find that this is one where you can do it with a lacrosse ball, but it's not going to be as effective as like these little spiky ones.
Yeah,
So
it not this and these are the price is great. Kids
Yeah.
love them.
take that dollar out of your wallet and
That's
put
right.
it down on the counter.
Yep.
All right,
Or
next
pound.
one.
Or
Or
pound.
pound.
Yeah.
That's right. If you're from the UK. Next one, Brad. Do you mind showing this calf stretches?
Oh yeah.
You know, the calf goes down into the foot, has a great effect on the foot. If your calf muscle is tight, your foot muscles are going to have to take more stress.
That's right. So this is probably the easiest one, as long as you're up and able and mobile, is just the wall stretch. And it does work best with a shoe on. I'm not going to put one back on, but it's the same mechanics. Toe pointed towards the wall. And this foot is not doing anything. It's just kind of out of the way. So I do 1 foot at a time, straighten it out, and knee straight. Hold 15 to 30 seconds, knee bent, works a different muscle, gets that ankle well. And you can do that 2 or 3 times per foot. But like I always say, a little stretch is better than no stretch at all.
That's right. And if you do it over time, do it maybe a couple times a day, you're going to find that you're going to stretch that calf out and it's going to put less stress on your foot throughout the day.
Absolutely.
All right, next one is actually, this is for my hammer toes, but it's good for anybody's foot. You're actually going to stretch, rather than this way, now you're going to stretch down.
Yes.
So what I do with this, Brad, is I'm going to show it on this side here. I actually take my thumb and put it in the bottom of my foot.
Like a fulcrum.
Yeah, like a fulcrum. And the rest of my fingers are on the top, and I pull it down and give it a good stretch.
I've done this one like this too, but I can
Sure.
see that thumb in there for a fulcrum is really beneficial. I could have put my other one on top of there.
Yeah, you can.
I really like this one. It kind of hurts, but
it
hurts
feels
so good.
Right.
It's like, ow, but when I let go, it's like, oh, it was worth it. Yep.
Oh, it's worth it.
Well, yeah.
All right, next one.
It's one of the few times that I would say we do no pain, no gain.
Right. Some pain, some gain.
Yeah.
Okay, so a lot of you wear shoes that are too tight, or shoes are pushing your toes together,
Yeah.
and they never get stretched out like this into what we call abduction. So you can go through and just stretch. I actually have a web between this one. I'm half
We
duck.
don't care about your
Yeah.
personal problems, Bob. These people don't want to look and know about that. Just show them the stretch.
Okay, so you're just spreading the toes apart and you're giving it a good stretch. And yeah, if you have a web, which I apparently am not supposed
You
to
don't
mention.
need flippers when you swim.
Yeah, I don't. I'm just like a duck. So give it a good stretch. And I'm going to show the last one, Brad, is actually, and you want to have socks on for this. This one, I'm sorry, it's a little self-promoting, but
it is
works
the easiest and probably the most fun way to get a foot
effective
massage.
way. And yeah, you're not going to get one from a family member. I can guarantee you, not for any length of time, unless they're.
Well, I have gotten a
Infatuated
foot
with you.
massage from my wife, but maybe it might have been when we were dating.
Yeah, I was going to say that doesn't happen anymore, Brad.
Well, yeah.
So
Well,
we got the
you're-
Bob and Brad foot massager here. A little bit pricey, but these are well worth it. This one's got a handle so you can actually carry it around a lot easier.
Well, it's nice when you just want to get it out of the way.
Right.
You know, like if my mother was doing it, she wouldn't be able to. That would really be worth it for her arthritic hands.
Right.
Easy
right,
to
be able
grab.
lift it up. So you just slide your feet in there. I think you're probably limited to a size 12. Maybe a 13 you could get in here, but I have a size 12, and I'm starting to get to the end.
Sure, I think it might depend too on if your feet are swollen a little bit.
Right.
But not only does it massage, but it compresses. So it's got an air pump in there, which helps get that swelling out of the feet.
It's got different settings. It's got low, medium, high. It's also got heat, which I have to be honest, I never feel heat very well.
Well, it doesn't get real warm.
No.
It's not a big factor.
But then it's got 3 different modes. So on some of them, they massage more, and on some of them, they compress more.
Sure.
But this is my daily treat by far. I do it every night. My wife, we actually have one at my cabin now, too.
Yeah.
Our cabin, because I do it there, too.
You don't let your wife use it? She probably wouldn't put her feet in it after yours.
No, she's done it. But it's not a ritual like for me.
She doesn't get the same relief. and
Well,
benefits.
I don't think it's one of her issues. Her issues are with me. So,
That's above the next psychological
yeah,
thing, which we can understand.
All right. Remember, Brad and I can fix just about anything
Except for
a broken heart.
right.
But
Anyway.
this would not help.
Well, it'd make your feet feel better,
Yeah.
anyways.
Peace.